You are sitting in a park one afternoon when a person walks by and sits on a bench nearby. At first, you notice something unusual. Their skin is extremely pale, almost like fresh snow. Their hair is silver, thick and curly. Their eyes are a bright shade of blue. For a moment, you are confused. Then out of curiosity, you politely start a conversation. You ask their name. They smile and say Abarash. Then they explain that they come from a small tribe in sub-Saharan Africa. That is when you understand. This is a black person with albinism. The conversation becomes fascinating. You talk about genetics, ancestry, rare traits, and how different human beings can be. Then suddenly, your alarm rings. You open your eyes. It was only a dream. You lie there, staring at the ceiling, and one question stays in your mind. Could a person like that actually exist? Statistically, yes, but that leads to an even bigger question. Out of more than 8 billion humans alive today, what would the rarest possible person look like? To answer that, we have to build this person trait by trait. First, we begin with ancestry. Around the world, there are roughly 7,000 distinct ethnic groups. Most people belong to large populations. For example, Han Chinese people alone make up about 18% of humanity. That is more than 1.4 billion people from one ethnic group. But on the other side, there are communities so small that only a few hundred or even a few dozen people remain. The Sentinelese people of the Andaman Islands are often estimated at somewhere between 50 and 400 individuals. The Kawahiva people of the Brazilian Amazon may number fewer than 30. Some Aboriginal groups in Australia have also been recorded, with only a few hundred members. So for our rarest human, let's imagine they come from an ethnic group of only 500 people. In a world of 8 billion, that alone gives us a probability of about 1 in 16 million. Now we add albinism. Albinism is a genetic condition that affects the body's ability to produce melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives color to the skin, hair, and eyes. When melanin production is very low or absent, a person can have very pale skin, white or silver hair, and unusually light-colored eyes. Worldwide, albinism appears in about 1 out of every 20,000 people. When we combine this with our very small ethnic group, our person already becomes extremely rare, around 1 in 320 billion. But we are not finished. Next, we look at the eyes. Green eyes are rare, but there is an even more unusual eye trait: complete heterochromia. This means a person has 2 completely different eye colors, such as 1 blue eye and 1 brown eye. It usually appears from birth and is linked to differences in how melanin is distributed in the eyes. In most cases, it is harmless and does not affect vision. Complete heterochromia is estimated to occur in around 1,667. Now we make this person left-handed. About 10% of humans are left-handed, but handedness is more complex than it seems. It is influenced by genetics, brain development, and environment. Even identical twins, who share almost the same DNA, can have different dominant hands. In some cultures, children are encouraged to use their right hand, which means natural left-handedness may sometimes be hidden or underreported. So we will use the common estimate, about 1 in 10 people. At this point, combining rare ancestry, albinism, complete heterochromia, and left-handedness, our imaginary person has odds of roughly 1 in 5.33 quadrillion. Now we add something almost invisible, a rare way of seeing color. Most humans see color through 3 types of cone cells in the retina. These cones detect light, connected to blue, green, and red wavelengths. The brain combines those signals to create the colors we see every day. But some people may have a 4th type of cone cell. These people are called tetrachromats. Tetrachromacy may allow a person to notice differences between colors that most people cannot separate at all. This trait is mostly found in women because it is linked to the X chromosome. Many women may carry the genetic variation, but only a small number. actually develop functional tetrachromacy. Estimates suggest about 1 in 40,000 women, or around 1 in 80,000 people overall.
Now let's give our rare human
an extraordinary memory. There is a condition called hyperthymesia, also known as highly superior autobiographical memory. People with this trait can remember huge parts of their personal life in extreme detail. Not only major events, but ordinary days, conversations, places, emotions, and small moments from years ago. Fewer than 100 confirmed cases have been identified. To stay conservative, let's imagine there are around 500 people worldwide with this ability. So let's recap. When we combine all of these traits, the odds become almost impossible to imagine. The final probability reaches around 1 in 6.83 septillion. But the real lesson is not only about one imaginary person. Every human being is already a unique creation, but no one has been created exactly like you, and that alone is something worth reflecting on.